Happy Motivational Monday. Thank you for joining me for part 3 of 5 moves in 5 minutes. We're going to do 5 advanced exercises today. If you have not been progressing with me in the last 2 weeks and you are just starting out on a vibration plate for the first time, I suggest you go back and revisit. Part 1, certainly take a look at your quick start guide with any platform that you may get through Lifepro just for some getting started tips and knowing where to get started best for your needs. So tonight we're doing 5 moves in 5 minutes. There's a lot of plank and core based exercises tonight. So range of motion is absolutely required. We will be getting down on the ground and I guarantee I will be huffing and puffing by the end of these 5. The whole goal of the past 3 weeks with the 5 moves in 5 minutes is think of it as a short circuit, depending on your level of conditioning, your overall goals. If you're pushing for strength, weight loss, those types of things, you may want to repeat any one or the series of the exercises we are working on with this evening. And you just want to make sure with each of these, you're getting to the point of fatigue. That's when we change the body. So you may need to modify based on your range of motion or deficiencies that you're dealing with, but we are going to get working hard today. So 5 exercises. Hello there, Deb. Nice to see you. I am going to be going to some questions at the end of the live. So once I get through my 5 moves in 5 minutes, I'll put my spectacles back on and I'll see if any of you have any questions for me today. So let's get started. It's Monday. Last week before the kids are going back for many of you. Mine go back on the 6th. And today we're starting with a little bit of a different warm-up because we're going to be doing head to toe. We are going to do some standing exercises, but today we're going to do what I call some torso twists. So while we're on the machine, we're going to get the upper body, and if you can, extending the arms. We're going to set the machine for a low to mid speed for our warm-up today. I want your feet no more than hip width apart. Knees are always slightly bent. We want good posture. Pull that core in. Put your hands on your hips, and we're simply going to turn left. We're not turning at the legs. We're just turning at the hips. I would like 3 to 5 reps per side. Loosening up the core. We're going to have some dynamic movement today. Whatever your warm-up looks like, I'd like 30 seconds to a minute. We're just getting the blood flowing, circulation moving, lymph moving, and warming our body up for what, as I say, we're going to do to it next. So the next exercise, we're going to remain at a low speed today. I want you to move into a wider position with your feet. So if you've been using your platform for a period of time and you're comfortable, normally I recommend no more than hip width apart. It's all about being functional. Today it's about fitness. I want you as wide as your plate allows you to stand. And what I want you to do is just bring your heels in slightly so your feet are kind of angled outwards. And I want your knees to follow your toes. And we're going to go deep and slow dynamic squats. And we're going to extend our arms at the same time. Are we ready? 1, 2, 3. So we're going to go deep. Knees are following the toes. Back up. Very slow, very controlled movement. As always, if you're dealing with inflammation, joint pain, things like that, arthritis, you want to make sure that if you are moving, slow dynamic movements. If that's not comfortable, you can do just a static position that would look like this. You can also just hold it, okay? I would like to see 30 seconds to a minute on this. Probably going to be 8 to 10 reps in total if you're going a minute. Okay. The next exercise we're going to get into is a series of planks. There's going to be 2 plank exercises. The first one, we're going to reverse our body. We're going to put our feet wide on the platform. We're doing this on a slower speed. The slower speeds are more about balance and stability. And we're going to be working on a dynamic plank. And the reason we're doing this one first is it requires some upper body strength. So I want to use your arms for this exercise before we get to the second rep. So we're going to start with a slow speed. You may want to cushion for your arms if you're not working on a soft surface. I want your feet wide. I want you extended, flat like a table. And we're going to do some dynamic movement. We're going to come down and up. Just like this. Alternating onto the forearms and the hands. Okay, 30 seconds to a minute. Hold your core tight. This is not about going 100 miles an hour. Okay? If you're finding you're fatiguing in the arms, but the rest of the body is okay, you could hold a traditional push-up or come down to your plank and just hold until the abs are done. Okay, that gets the blood moving, hey? The next one's going to be, we're going to reverse. We're going to put the arms on the machine, and we're going to do some dynamic movement with our lower body. So I want you to start with your hands no more than your shoulder width apart. You want your shoulders positioned above your hands. Extend to a full push-up. And I want you to very slowly bring one knee forward, alternating sides like this. And while we're doing it, we're going to do a little push-up. So we're going to go down, up, down, up. We're not locking the elbows. We're leaving them undone. Breathing. Again, 30 seconds to a minute. You should get 8 to 10 reps. One more. Woo! I'm sweating. It's warm here today. So that was our fourth exercise. 2 very good variations. If you don't have a lot of upper body strength, especially for my ladies, do the reverse plank first. Keep your arm strength for that one and then switch it around. Okay? The very last exercise that we're going to do today, it's kind of a 2-in-1. We're going to get some massage and we're going to get some core work done. I'm going to move this back a bit. Oops. I want you to sit on the platform like this. And we're going to do a crunch, and we're going to extend our legs into a V. We're going to get a little bit of massage in the low back and the glutes because they're in contact with the platform. But we're going to primarily be working our abs, but in 2 groups. So when we sit down like this, we're going to get into a V with our upper body. This is going to work from the belly button up under the ribs. By lifting our legs, we're getting from under the belly button to like the mummy tummy, the stuff below the waist. So we're going to start this again on a slow speed in oscillating mode. Put your arms at your side. You want a nice straight head to tailbone. And then we're going to lift the legs. Now, depending on your level of conditioning, if you do not find this terribly challenging 5 to 10 seconds into the exercise, make it harder for you. Extend your body. Put your arms on your chest to make your upper body heavy. Or extend your toes and go into a V. You could do this dynamically where we're coming forward, backward, forward, backward. You should be looking at a 45. If you have to bend your neck, you've gone too low. You want a nice straight spine right down to the tailbone, neck to tailbone. Again, 5 to 8 reps if you're doing this dynamically. If you're just holding still, we're shooting for 30 seconds to a minute for that exercise. I'm winded today. And that was 5 moves in 5 minutes. Again, depending on your level of conditioning, if you're training for something, you may want to repeat this entire set of exercises or incorporate it with other activities, the gym, other things that you may be doing at home for exercise. I'm going to get my glasses. I'm going to come closer where I can see you. And I'm going to get to some questions here. Whew. All right. Hello, Kim. Hello, Debbie. I hope Houston is warm today. It's very warm here today. I'm coming to you today from Aunt Lucy's cabin in New Brunswick. She is from the San Antonio area, so she certainly knows about the heat you guys are dealing with this time of year. I don't know if you, Kim, and pardon me, who else was here? Debbie with an I. If you have joined me for my beginning, the first and the second, but there was a series of 3. Today was the advanced version. If you've never done these exercises before, I certainly want you to know that they are advanced. And there was a beginner and intermediate in this series of 3. So if you found today a little bit too challenging for your repertoire, you may want to revisit some of those other 5 moves in 5 minutes and see the progression and give you somewhere to work with. Hello, Judy. Is this savable video so that we can replay until we get the routine? Yes, Judy, with any of the lives that myself, Amber, or Roseanne do, the minute the live is done, you'll see it's a done video in the library, both under the Lifepro main page as well as the Lifepro VIP page. So if for any reason you're not able to see this in its entirety, you're joining us late, or you simply can't make it on my regular Monday time, it's always in the videos after we have completed the live. So you can go back and visit that for tips. And let me know how you make out with this, Judy, if this is something you're looking towards. Any other questions out there today? Deb says, thank you. I see Facebook Fuser says hello. My girl Lauren has posted a link if you are looking at shopping for a vibration plate platform. Today and for the last 2 weeks, I've been using the Waver Mini. Doesn't always mean the biggest, baddest platform is going to do the best work. It's about consistent, regular use on your part that's going to give you those long-term goals. If you're using a machine for wellness, feel good, aches and pains, use it throughout the course of the day for a couple, 3 minutes. It doesn't always have to be a big workout. It's absolutely a phenomenal self-care tool if you are managing things throughout the course of the day with no ill side effects. The non-invasive alternative. Judy, okay, that's perfect. Thank you. Anyone else, if you did have questions, please post those now. Otherwise, I want to say thank you for joining me for one of my shorter workouts. It's been fun doing these with you over the past 3 weeks. If there's any particular areas of interest, if there's any certain goals or medical conditions that you're dealing with and you'd like me to do a session on them, please just tag me in this or any of the sessions or contact Lifepro, and we'd be happy to put something together to fit your specific needs. So if there's any sessions we haven't covered, and there's been a lot of them, but there's something you'd like us to do particularly, please just let us know. Hello, Anne. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're having a good Monday. Well, thank you for those of you who have joined me today. I look forward to seeing you. I believe we might be Tuesday of next week. I think it's a holiday in both Canada and the States. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to be coming to you Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3:30 p.m. Pacific Time. To get notification on Lifepro sessions, be sure to follow their main page. And as these come up, make sure that you tag it or say that you're attending or you're interested. I'm getting bitten by mosquitoes. And you'll get notifications just before the live start. Again, if you can't join the live during the session, they will always be posted as a recorded session in the media files on both of Lifepro's Facebook pages. You can also see these sessions on YouTube as well. Yes, the host is confirming with thank you, Lauren. We will see you next Tuesday, the 6th of September, for after the long weekend session. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to spend my time now driving back to the western side of my world in Alberta, and I'll be on the road for the next week. Look forward to seeing you guys next Tuesday. Don't work too hard. Hello.